Welcome to this class, Stress Less in 15 minutes. Please grab a belt for this. If you don't have that, just take a regular belt or a scarf and a yoga block or a book or something of that sort. Okay, let's get started. Cross your shins and close your eyes, bring your hands to your knees, take a deep breath. Hold it for a second. And then exhale, relax your shoulders. Good. Let's do this one more time. Inhale. Hold it. And then as you exhale, soften your gaze, soften your mind. Let go of any thoughts for the next 15 minutes. Open your eyes and let's take a few seated cat and cow. So your hands come to your knees and we're gonna arch and round the back. So just kind of rolling forward and back on your sit bones. Exhale to round, inhale to arch. Exhale to round, inhale to arch. Continue, and I'm going to show you from the side how this looks like. Inhaling to arch and exhaling to round. Just a few more times. Go in the rhythm of your breath, however feels good, fast or slow. And then coming back to the center. Great. So you're going to take the left leg out in front of you and bring the right knee a little bit more to the center and then stack the other leg on top. If this is too hard, if you cannot bring one knee on top of the other knee because your hips are a little bit more tight, then leave that gap here or sit up on your book or your block. All right, and then we're gonna take our belt. Take the belt with the right hand, bring it behind you, and then with the left hand, grab it behind your back. And we're gonna stay here for 3 deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the breath especially into the right side. One more. Perfect. Release that. And then simply switch to the other side. As I say, don't worry if you don't get them all together. It's not about how it looks, it's about how it feels. And if you get a little bit of stretching into the outer hips, then I'm already happy with that. Take your left hand up with the belt, bring the hand down to the spine, and then grab your belt. Obviously, if you can catch your fingers, your hands, then you don't need to use the belt. But most important thing is you don't push with that upper arm onto your head so that the chin comes down to the chest. Keep the head straight. Keep breathing nice and deep. If you need to yawn, just yawn. I just didn't want to yawn now on camera, but you're allowed to do that. And then release your hands. Right, let's hop into downward facing dog. So release your feet, your knees, shake it out for a second, and then come onto your hands and knees and move up into downward facing dog. Spread the fingers really wide, have the feet about hip distance apart, bend your knees, then lift the buttocks up towards the sky. Externally rotate your arms. This means that you want to bring the elbows into a position as if they wanted to look down at the floor. So you want to roll the inner arms forward and the outer arms downward. And then from here, step the right leg forward. If it doesn't come all the way forward, just take your hand and help it. Take the left heel down to the floor and then come up into Warrior Two. And we're gonna take a little bit of dynamic movement here. So in Warrior, you're gonna come into triangle and then inhale into a reversed triangle. Back to Warrior. from warrior into triangle, from triangle into reversed warrior, into reversed triangle, and then back into warrior. And let's do this one last time. Triangle, knees straight, reversed triangle, knees straight, and then bend the right knee and come back into the warrior position. Great. So now we're gonna maybe need the block or the whatever prop you have handy. Put it a little bit in front of you to the right. And then bend your right knee, bring your hand to the block or to the floor in front of you and a little to the right, and lift the left leg up into half moon pose. The hip is rolling open, the foot is flexed, both thighs are active. Awesome. And then bend the right knee again. Step slowly and consciously back. And then from here we're gonna cartwheel the hands down and step back into plank pose. And then from plank pose come back into down dog. And now let's set up for a side plank. So coming forward to plank pose, we're going to bring both heels to the left and come onto the left hand. And then step the right foot just in front of you like this, if you want this to be a little bit more gentle. Spread the fingers. If the pressure is too hard on your wrists, just push into all the fingers, all the knuckles, and take the right arm up just for a second. If you want to work a little bit harder, then you take the right hand, the foot on top of the left foot. One more breath, and then bring the hand back down, coming forward and down to your belly. You can roll down also with the knees down, and then inhale into cobra pose. Exhaling, release, and back onto hands and knees, back into downward facing dog. From down dog, step the left leg forward and come back to warrior two now on the other side. We're gonna go through this dynamic sequence again. So stretch the left knee into triangle pose. Exhale. Then inhale into reverse triangle. And exhale back into warrior. Inhale. And then exhale into triangle pose. Inhale into reversed warrior. Reversed triangle, I keep saying warrior. And then back to warrior two. Breathe in for the last round. Exhale into triangle. Inhale into reversed triangle. Smile, please. And exhale back to warrior. And now we're gonna set up again for half moon pose. So close the legs a little bit, bring some weight to the left foot, bring the block to the left, and then start lifting up. See how my hip is opening up to the side? Woo. Almost lost my balance there. And for balance, it's easier to look down. So you saw what just happened when I tried to look to the side, to look at you guys into the camera. So look down for the balance. One more breath. And then slowly and gracefully step it back. And here we are again. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank pose. Go into downward facing dog. Take a breath in down dog. Mentally prepare that we are coming now into side plank on the other side. So you're gonna come forward, roll onto the outer edges, onto the outer edge of your right foot. Come onto the right hand, and then either step the left foot in front of you. This will gonna make it quite a bit easier. Spread the fingers of the right hand, or if you want to work a little bit harder, then stack one foot on top of the other and take the left hand up. Again, for balance, it's almost easier to look down to the floor. And breathe. One more. And then release. Bring the hands down and go back to downward facing dog. Great. From here, we are going to walk forward to the front of the mat and then lie down onto your back. Bring the knees into the belly. And I want to do something that is a dynamic twisting. And we are going to, let me put this out of the way. We're going to take the arms out to the side, feet 90-degree angle with the legs, and then we're going to take the knees down to the right side as you exhale, and then bring them back up as you inhale. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back to the center. Exhale. And inhale. And we're just gonna go a few times like this. Go in your own rhythm, in your own time. Lovely, because it's a nice stretch for your spine, but in the same time it's a gentle core work. So move with the strength of your belly in and out of the twist. Let's take one more to the left. And then stay on the left side for a couple of breaths. Come back to the right side for a couple of breaths. And back to the center. So now let's stretch out the legs for a few leg lifts to strengthen a bit more the abdominal muscles. You can take either the leg down one at a time, like this, or you can go down with both legs at the same time. It's a little bit easier if you bring your hands very, very close to your buttocks. Then it's a little bit easier. So let's get started. Inhale, and as you exhale, lower down. Slowly inhale, come up. Don't swing. Do it with the strength of your belly. And let's take 5. And as I said, if this is way too hard for you today, just take one leg at a time. 3. If you're doing one leg at a time, obviously do an even number. 4. And then the last one, super slow. Great. Well done. Bend your knees. And then last but not least, a little stretch for your hips. So let's take the right ankle across the left thigh and then lift both legs up. Take the right hand in the space between the legs. Grab behind the left knee. And then pull the left knee in towards your body. But with the right elbow, you can push a little bit against the right thigh to take it further away. And that's going to give you a very lovely stretch into the right side, into the right buttocks. This left foot, you can relax that, but keep the right foot flexed. Perfect. Let's do the other side. Left foot, left ankle on right thigh. Lift it up. Left hand between the legs and behind the knee. Right hand grabs the left hand. And now we're gonna pull a little bit in while simultaneously pushing with the left elbow a little bit against the left thigh, pushing it slightly away. As you breathe here, start to soften your face, relaxing your eyebrows, your eyes. Maybe wiggle with your jaw to soften it as well. And then release the posture. Just stretch out your legs for a moment. Take your arms up overhead. Clasp the fingers. And then push back with the palms of your hands. On the next breath, we are going to hold, so take a deep breath in. And at the top of your inhale, hold it for a second. Now tighten the whole body, squeeze all the muscles. And now exhale and let everything go. Just sense how your body feels. And then bring the right knee in towards the chest, bring the left knee in towards the chest. Roll over to one side of your body. Push with your hands. Allow the head to come up last. And bring your hands to your heart, giving gratitude for you, for having taken the time to recharge your batteries. So important. And now I wish you a wonderful day. Thanks for joining. Until next time. Bye-bye.